sand, prime. That's it. That's what we use this for. So we're using that lightweight Smart brand. This shit was like $30, man. Inflation, my boy. This shit's expensive. So we've opened it up. Let's go ahead and mix it. Look at that. It's like the hardener. I don't know what the fuck that is. So we want to make sure we stir this shit up before we apply anything. So let's mix it up. Let's whip up a batch. Just kidding. Stir it up, man. Stir it up. You hear that sound? You hear it at night? Guess what? You're gonna hear it at the body shop, baby. Now, make sure you have yourself something to get some Bondo, put it on there, and mix it up. Okay? We have that. And then we have our spreader. I get these from China Freight for $6. Well, I don't know about now because inflation. So it's a whole pack of I don't know how much, but I've had them for a year. I need to buy some more. This is my last one. I took care of them and all that. So that pack should last you a year, man, if you take care of your shit. Okay. So got the Bondo. This, when you buy Bondo or any filler you want, it comes with this. This is the the hardener. So put this in the hardener. We put the hardener on our Bondo, mix it up, and it will harden up over. It takes like 2 minutes, depends how much you use. This, we're going to be using 180 grit and 80 grit. And if you want to be extra fancy, you can go ahead and use 320. So this is pretty much what we're using. So I'm going to show you how to actually mix the Bondo now. Before you start, look at your dent. You're not going to know right away how much you're supposed to make. When I was a newbie, I'd make too much Bondo or I'd make less. But once you know, you fucking know how much to put on. So get some body filler. I recommend you use a mixing stick. Make sure that's clean. Apply some on there. Now, this is by experience. I can't tell you how much you're gonna put in, so just keep looking at how much am I gonna use. Okay. Need some more. But right there, I think we're solid right there. If I'm not solid there, then I need some training to do it. Okay, we got our Bondo. I'm gonna go ahead and put the tripod over here so I can show you how to mix it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to make this quick because I have to record me mixing it and then applying it. I don't have two cameras, so work with me, man. So, how much hardener do I put in? First, before anything, open it up, squeeze it till it's about to come out. You know, like when you have to take a shit and that bitch about to come out, just like that. Hold it, close it again. Now we're gonna mix it up because we don't want to squeeze this and have nothing but like thin liquids come out, because then it's not gonna work properly or it's not gonna dry right, whatever. So mix it up. All right. How do I know how much filler to put in? Honestly, I look at it as put enough of this for it to slightly turn the color, change color. So about like that. That's good. All right. If you don't put enough, it's not gonna dry, or it'll take like 2 hours to dry. Or it might not even dry at all. So make sure you add enough. And if you put too much, then I don't know, I've never put too much. I think people say that if you put too much and then you go to primer and paint, you can see it through the actual paint. So just add enough till you change the color on the actual filler. So like I said, I gotta make this quick. Alright, now we're gonna mix it. This takes a little bit of practice, man. Honestly, nobody's gonna get it right. So how do I do it? I go like this, pick it all up, push it down, pet it like that a few times, get it again, press it all down, go like that. Keep doing that. Pick it up, brush it, pick it up, brush it. Like I said, I gotta work quick, so you don't want it to fucking dry up on you and then you're gonna be mad. Okay, look. See how it changed color? That's what we want. This shit is ready to apply, so let's move over here. Alright. Get some. There's not really how to do it. You just, if you know, you fucking know. Get some. Go a little bit outside of where your repair is supposed to be. I go like that. Then come. Look at that. Get some more. This is all practice and experience, man. At first, you're not gonna get it as smooth as you can. Well, you're gonna get it as smooth as you can. You're not gonna get it perfect. But just try to get it even. Even. Boom. Some more. Boom. Clean your edges at the end. Okay, I want to put some more. Boom. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, before it dries, kind of bend your what's it called? This shit, bend it, like feather out the edges. Clean them up, clean them up. Look how smooth I'm making it look. What does that do? It's gonna be easier to sand, man. You're gonna save a lot of time. So feather these out as smooth as you can. Boom, right there. Come back and clean right here. Boom. That looks fucking beautiful. You see, look, I made too much. So we're good, man. Fuck it, alright? That right there is exactly what you want. Alright, y'all, our bundle has hardened. Waited like 10 minutes. We're gonna be using guide coat. This pretty much highlights any imperfections such as dents, scratches, whatever. So make sure you get this, man. It's a lifesaver. I mean, everybody should use it. If you can't find any nearby or whatever, just use some Rust-Oleum primer or some bullshit. Make sure it says fast drying though, and it's black. Make sure it's black. So just spray. Boom. That's it. You don't need to fucking paint the whole thing. Make sure you get the edges though. That's what you want. Just like that. So now this is our block. We're using 80 grit so we can, you know, sand it down. And now we're about to figure out what imperfections we have, such as like dents. Do we still have that dent we supposedly repaired? I don't know. We're about to find out. Make sure, like I've mentioned before, we're doing the cross sanding. So sand like this diagonal, then sand the other way, diagonal. We're going to be making X's, you know? So let's get right into this. You see right away how it works? Make sure your block is flat and even. You don't want to fucking do this. You don't want to lean it like that, okay? Because then you're not sanding right. Make sure the block is completely flat on the panel. You see this? Any black spot that you have but you've already sanded, you've sanded on, that means it's slow. But we've put enough Bondo or body filler to fill that up, so we just keep sanding. Don't get scared right away. The only way you stop sanding is if you see part of metal or the paint here. That's when you stop sanding, because you're running out of Bondo to work with here. So you'd have to add more Bondo. So I don't see any yet, so we can keep sanding and get rid of that. Right here I've just got to the bare metal, but we've already taken care of everything, so we're good. It feels flat, we're fine. And this is gone, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Now we just got a feather edge to the Bondo here on the edges. Just keep sanding. Make sure you're doing that cross motion. We don't want to sand here no more. It's perfectly flat. Just focus on the edges. Make sure you even them out with this. Make sure you get the bottom sides as well. You don't want to go to prime and then you see the fucked up edges. So make sure you take care of that. Pretty much done here. We filled it up, feather edged it, but you don't want to prime with 80 grit scratches still on the panel or body filler. If I could find my fucking 180 grit, I'd let y'all know how to do the rest, but hold on. Nope, right behind me. So that's what we're going to be using, 180. We've got 80 grit scratches here, which are deep. Now we're going to smooth them out with some 180 grit. Just so we won't prime and it's still fucking like, you don't want to prime and still see scratches. That's what you don't want to do, man. You're just asking for trouble, because if you do, you'll go to sand the primer, right? And then there's a chance you can put guide coat on the primer and get rid of those 80 grit scratches, but once you paint and clear coat, that paint is gonna shrink. It's gonna like tighten up on the panel, if that makes sense. Those of you who do this shit for a living, you know what I'm talking about. But that paint's gonna shrink, and then you're gonna see every tiny detail, because it's happened to me before. So we're gonna be using guide coat again just to show y'all what I'm talking about and how good this thing works. Okay, there you go. Like I said, you're not spray painting the fucking panel. You don't want it to be completely black. You're just wasting your material. Okay, so we got our 180 grit on our block. I'm gonna just do a few swipes and I'm gonna show y'all. You see that? Hold on. Look, you can still see scratches, which are the 180 grit scratches. That's what we're trying to get rid of. So just keep going till you see no more scratches. Alright, I'm pretty much done doing the body work here. Just the basics. It was with 180 grit done. Now off camera I'll do it with 320 and then prime. Then I'll show you how to do it. If you notice pinholes, tiny pinholes in your body filler, that means you did not mix the Bondo properly. You've let air pockets in your Bondo when you're mixing it or applying it. So anytime you apply Bondo, make sure you press down firmly one coat. On the second coat you can, easy up on it and let it build up. So that's why you have pinholes. It's not really a big deal, man. Just use some spot putty. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. This is the spot putty I'm talking about. It's a Exalta 705 1K fine putty, whatever. This is like 27 bucks I paid. There's cheaper ones like the Bondo brand. All you don't have to do hardener on this. You just open it up, scoop some up with your finger or spreader. I recommend spreader. And then put it right where the pinholes are. Give it like 5-10 minutes. And then sand it with 320 and you're done. There's no hardener on it. So that's the good thing about it. That's why it's like just to do the refinishing touches. You do not fix dents with this. So don't, this is just for the last minute touch up right before you prime. Right here I don't need it, so I'm not going to be using it. We're good. Just had to let y'all know that if you have any pinholes in your primer body filler, just use that and you'll be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my last sanding, 320 off camera, and I'm gonna prime it, and then I'll show you right after I prime or while I prime how good I did the body work, because I'm a beast.